The Obama Presidential Center is officially opened in Chicago. Former President Barack Obama, Michelle Obama, former presidents, celebrities, donors, and supporters all gathered to celebrate the opening of what's become one of the most ambitious presidential projects in modern history. And regardless of where you fall politically, there's no denying the sheer scale of it. Here is a clip from the Obama Presidential Center.
The Obama Presidential Center was created as a beacon of hope.
We wanted it to be a vibrant, living celebration of community.
A monument to our unshakable values: equality, empathy, inclusion.
This center may be named for the Obamas, but it is built for you.
We want you to come here and talk and laugh.
Learn together, share the joys of art and music.
Get your hands dirty in my garden. Push your baby on a swing in the playground. Check out the books from our beautiful public library. Hit some corner threes at home court. Use this campus to show off this place we call home.
This center could not be anyplace else. So much of what I hold most dear, I owe to the people of this city and the people of these surrounding neighborhoods.
This is a campus for everybody, whether you live down the street or on the other side of the world. And we hope you are going to come back again and again.
Our greatest hope is that it can capture the beauty of who we all are.
It is that spirit that we open the center.
It feels like a different time, man. It's like, oh my gosh. Like when people were serious. Like, wow.
Can I tell you a confession?
Uh-huh.
So recently, the Obama Foundation was looking for a communications director. You know, that's my background. So I applied for the position. And do you know, it took me like a day to go through and delete all my anti-Obama tweets. Like, you know, I used to tweet like crazy. I was like, oh my God, like this is a lot of.
Are you sending anti-Obama tweets? What's wrong with you?
Because remember, it was normal to like criticize like the president and stuff like that. Like if you had an issue with something, you could just say what you wanted to say or whatever on Twitter. Now it's like you're not allowed to do that. But I was like, Jesus, Dexter, you're so vocal. Shut the fuck up. Like I had to go through, and I was like, ooh.
That's
you definitely did that job.
The campus reportedly cost around $850 million to build and includes a museum, public gathering spaces, educational programming, green space. We love a good green space. And a branch of the Chicago Public Library. The project was funded primarily through private donations, not, of course, federal taxpayer dollars, like Trump would. So on one hand, supporters say this isn't just a monument to a former president. They see it as a civic investment designed to inspire future leaders and create opportunities for the surrounding community. So, Dex, money well spent, or do you think, you know, just too grandiose of an idea for a presidential library?
I mean, I see. This is what I mean with my anti-Obama stuff. I love it. Like that package you just played was beautiful. I'm like, damn, they're the Beyonce and Jay-Z of Washington, like or
politics. They really are at the Beyonce and Jay-Z of
that
politics.
Was phenomenal. I love seeing that, but it is kind of crazy though to see it. And I get it; it was private donations, but that price tag on there, seeing like where gas prices are, seeing homelessness like skyrocket, the job market is in the garbage, and just to see like this kind of money being spent on a monument like that, it does give me a little bit of pause. Again, I loved seeing it. I think it's a great idea. I just don't think we as a country are in a space where we could like do things like this. Like this, I get it. Again, private donations, but this to me is kind of the same as the Donald Trump bridge that he's trying to build, like the Golden Trump Bridge that he's building. I get it. I totally understand the difference between the two of them, but it's kind of one of those things where overall, like as a country, like this kind of price tag, this kind of money could just go elsewhere. And I think it could go to bettering the people currently because like the country's struggling.
Okay, so I get what you're saying, but this is a civic investment. Like this is a part of the community now. Like this is a structure that is going to assist people.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, like
it is a free public library. It is a free playground.
Yeah.
It is an archive, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying, where
it
you
is.
can go in
Yeah.
and read and learn about civics and
Yeah.
and law and politics and all this other stuff. There's a
100%.
library inside of it. There's a basketball court inside of it. Like
Yeah.
it
And I
is a
think all
public
those things,
space.
I don't disagree with you. I
We
think
said
all
it's a
those things,
monument. It's more than a monument. It's an actively used space.
it sure is. And guess what? One of the active uses of it will be people living outside of it because they're homeless because they can't afford to pay their bills. Like, you're right. It's so active out there and it's so green that people are going to be eating the grass out there because they can't afford food.
I mean, okay. So would it have been better if he just would have taken a smaller amount for whatever reason and built just a typical presidential library, like for instance the Nixon Library or the Reagan Library, where it's literally just a museum? Because either way, the people who donated this money aren't just going to give it to the homeless. Like,
No, you're not.
so
I
they're
just
just going
think
to keep it in their pockets.
seeing that price tag for me gives me pause because I just know so many people are currently living paycheck to paycheck, and there's so many Americans that if they miss this one paycheck, they will be living outside.
Okay. You need to be mad at Jeff Bezos and Oprah then. Like, they're the people who are funding this whole thing.
Well, a lot of those people who are gonna be homeless are people that are shopping at Amazon too. So them Amazon packages, they're gonna be sleeping in the box that the Amazon stuff is coming in. Like,
Bezos gave $100 million, and Oprah paid for the atrium apparently for the presidential library. I mean, it's a center. It's a public center. You're acting like he took the money from private donors, and just built this shrine to himself. No, it's an active space that's going to give the community.
And it is a shrine to himself too, regardless.
It's not a shrine. Why would you call it a shrine?
Well, if I built this, you would say that it's a look at that. Like, you would say that this is a shrine to me. Like,
they're reviewing his debate with the late Senator John McCain.
Yeah, where he wiped the floor with John McCain, ate his lunch. Like, well, okay. At the end of the day, like, this is
yes, we can. Yes, we can. Like, it's inspirational.
It sure is inspirational when you can afford to go home afterwards and eat.
And it's going to host public events. It'll be there for everybody.
I love how we're just pretending like $850 million wouldn't take people out of poverty.
Of course it would. But you have to convince the donors to give the money to the appropriate cause. And this was a cause that the donors were willing to fund. So he made it as accessible as he can. Like, if people are willing to give you money, your job is to do with that money the most equitable thing you can. And that's exactly what Barack Obama is doing here.
Yeah,
He's
but you
turning this
into
a house for the people.
like that?
What did you say?
You don't think that space that they have?
So you think he should have an apartment complex on the back end? That's what you want?
Well, maybe instead. I think maybe he could have built a bunch of public housing facilities instead of this. I don't have an issue with the facility. I think it's dope. I think it's cool. I would love to visit it. But I do have to take a step back when I see $850 million, when I see people complaining about the price of gas, the price of eggs, the cost of living, knowing that it costs $500 a week to send an infant to daycare. Like, these are things that are happening in people's real lives. So
it's going to cost that regardless or not. Obama having this $850 million.
Yes, but I think right now is not the time to kind of like roll something like this out as if people are not struggling and stressed financially.
Tom will bring you in hot. Do you think $850 million for the Obama Presidential Library is ridiculous when we have poverty in Chicago?
Oh.
This is what Dex is saying. This is not what I'm saying. We went over this already, and I'll break it down. I'll break it down for you really quick, Ty. So this is a space where it's going to be shared with the community. It's going to have a public library inside of it. Has a public basketball court. It has a public playground. It has a green space where people can just sit out and just kind of like a park. It's a community center of sorts, but also a presidential library. It did cost $850 million, but it was funded by public donors. Jeff Bezos donated $100 million. Oprah donated some money for the atrium. A bunch of other people pulled together the rest. Is that a bad look? Dex is saying, is that a bad look?
I think the reality is that Obama is not the person in office right now. And so we are looking for those problems to be solved, we should be looking toward the office and the wasteful spending over there. Is this, I mean, yeah, that's a lot of money. I'm assuming it could have been used for other things. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, I don't think that money would have gone to a different cause if this didn't happen. Whereas if we're looking at government spending, that money could be going to different things than what it's actually being spent on. So as much as, I don't know, I just feel like we're always holding and looking at former President Barack Obama and what he's got going on instead of where our attention should be focused right now, which is the people that we have currently sitting in office. Like, yes, that was an expensive building. I'm sure it's nice. I'd like to visit. If y'all want to plan a trip, let's do it.
Let's go. Let's broadcast live.
That's what I would do. But I think it's a nice building. I mean, it's a nice idea, and I think things like this do actually help communities. Believe it or not, like adding things like this to communities are very helpful to communities, especially if it's good for public use and gets kids into different things. I'm sure they'll have space for programming and other things that actually do turn communities. And so I'm not going to say the spending was wasted, because it is a useful thing to have, and stuff like that just costs money these days.
And I align with Ty. I do think a lot of people in the community will use this building to sleep in when they lose their houses.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Thanks, Ty. Appreciate it.
It's a long explanation. I think I was talking a lot.
No, you're good. No, you're good. You're good.
No, Ty, you're good. Because Jason and I have just been talking nonstop. I've never seen nothing like it.